Now it's working. There we go. There we go. Just real quick, I'm going through Diane's live where she's giving people opportunity to speak about Molly as if they don't have their own channels to do that on. Diane needs to do that. Diane needs to give people the opportunity to speak about. So maybe she'll do a live later on that gives people the opportunity to speak about Nancy Grace, Ashley Bedingfield, any of these other media people that that go out on the ground and bring us stories that are controversial. Nancy Grace made a hell of a living off of it, but I'm only in there just a little bit, and I hear them start to talk about Adrian, how he just kind of lets Molly do whatever she wants because YouTube's a great babysitter, and Diane is how her husband puts up with it, and blah blah blah, about how that Adrian this and Adrian that, he just doesn't have anything to do with her, blah 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 blah. What about Bob, Diane? How did Bob feel when people were calling his mother stuff like that with the shenanigans that you pulled? Adrian does come on to speak to defend his wife at points or add to the conversation. But what about Bob, Diane? Because according to Alicia's phone call, and Alicia, I wasn't trying to, when I put the video out where you said, I'm not into calling people's families, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's just to show how things change. Because you said you were against that, but you did it. So that means you weren't against it. But I wonder how Bob feels when he's got people emailing his company, calling his house, calling his mother because of Diane's actions on here. Everybody wants to pretend like Diane's this good person. Diane's not a good person. Wendy's called her a liar and then recanted. Amanda Lynn's called her a liar and then recanted. Hello Starlight told me, well, you don't know how I feel about the Diane situation. She never confirmed or denied it. She didn't say to me in private, Diane didn't do that. She just said, you don't know how I feel. But all these people that once spoke out about Diane are now back kissing her ass. I remember when Diane said that Wendy could fuck all the way off. But let's talk about Bob, who, according to Alicia's call to her mother, said she didn't even know you. And that Bob hasn't been in any relationship for 7 years. When is Alicia going to speak about, since the phone call was there and the apology was made, why not talk about it? I mean, we talk about Molly all the time, phone calls that she makes. We go real life and we show police investigations and videos of her inside of a vacationing place. Let's hear what Bob's mom said. And since we're investigating, let's hear about it, because you want to sit and talk about Adrian. Adrian isn't bothering anybody. Maybe if Bob could provide for you as well as Adrian provides for Molly, you wouldn't have to steal from children. You are a scammer. You're a scammer. Anybody that sucks your ass is a fucking idiot. The same thing is going to happen to Molly that happened to you. You're going to put out videos and people are going to ignore it. And Molly's going to go on and continue to do what she does, just like you are going to continue to do what you do. You just don't have the opportunity to do it to St. Jude's again because of people like us who called your ass out. You have to find another charity to rip off. Hello, Jenny, and good morning to you. I was just speaking a little bit about Diane's live. I've only seen a piece of it. And they're going on about Adrian, who's Jake's dad. And neither one of them have done anything. So now that I'm a little more interested in knowing what it is that Joan said to Alicia, and I want to investigate just like all these people are investigating Molly. And it's okay to put up Bullhorn Betty's police sheets and make calls around there. Maybe I'll call Joan and find out about Bob, because it's okay to call people now. I'll call Joan. Yeah, I'll call Joan. I'll get the number and I'll call Joan and I'll ask about Bob and I'll record it. Just, because Burnt Toast is putting up people's police records, things like that. And that's okay, right? It's okay to call people faggots and retards. It's okay to call people crackheads anymore. Ain't that right, Wendy? Everything's okay now. So maybe I'll call Joan. I think I will. And I think I'll sit on that thought for a while. That way when Diane or Bob get over and say, hey, don't answer your phone for this Bryan guy. Well, I'll do it when you least expect it. You can count on that, Diane. I'm going to call Joan. Because, you want to talk about my friend's husband? Well, I want to find out about yours. And nobody's going to stop me. All the videos that you put out about me are not going to work, because none of the videos that we put out about you didn't work. It just lets people know that you're a low-life scammer. So you can count on that. Picking at Molly for the things she does, hey, I can't defend her. Hey, I can't defend Molly. She can defend herself. But Adrian, I like Adrian. I think he's intelligent. He's book smart. I think he's intelligent. So we'll get to the bottom of what about Adrian and what about Bob, Diane. What you need to do, Diane, is leave Molly the fuck alone. And you need to go over and visit Vinny once in a while. He white knights for you constantly, and you don't even have the audacity to stop by and say hello. He's out here making himself look like a fool for you, and you don't even have the decency to say hello to the man. He's dancing around in dresses, drunk, pissing all over his floor, talking about, Diane is my friend. I'm loyal to my friend. And this guy. That's a good backing you got there, Diane. A drunk. He's going to drink himself to death just like your sister did. Oh, yeah. There's no holds barred. Because you've got some of these people out here that think it's funny to just do everything that they've spoke against. Right? Diane knows that she got over on this community, and the people that I see in her chat are just, I can't believe they're there. Did you remember Mandolin? I know she's a scammer and she ripped them off. Do you remember those people that were saying that she ripped them off? They're all right back over there sucking her ass. And I get to listening to Steph and Rex and some of these people that are speaking out against, like, Starlight. And I'm like, you know what? They have a fucking point. And 180 is back over there with her. That's fine. 180 could be back over there with her, but he doesn't know the things that she said to me about him. And he never will. Because I'm not going to out hello Starlight. I'm keeping that communication clean. Trust me. But with Steph and Rex and some of the Natclo and all that, I'm watching this. I watch them. I watched them a week ago, and they were talking a little bit of shit about me. And Rex was like, well, he's going to put 40 bit. No, I don't. No, if you say something that's cool and funny, that's cool and funny. I don't have no reason to go at them. I've stated my case. They've stated their case. And then, it's like Steph and Rex had been calling her out. And then I didn't find out till afterwards that she was trolling me with my dad's picture. That she was asking Rex to come after me while telling me they're just shock jocks. Don't worry about it. Stuff like that. Stuff that she did to me behind my back that I know about now that I didn't know about before. And I really thought she was a friend. And Rex and Steph have been steady trying to say she's not a friend. She fucking plays a game. When I can say this, when me and Starlight talked about, hey, why were you using my dad's profile? Why were you doing this? Why were you this clip channel that made videos about me? And her response to me was, and this is all I'm going to say about it, I'm sorry for being an asshole. But hey, you live, you learn. I thought that was a friend. I thought those people over there were a friend. I thought Eritrea was a friend. I liked Eritrea. I liked her. She called me out about a video that I put up in Wendy V's chat. There were a whole bunch of people. Brian, you need to take it down, Brian. It's not a good look on you. Cool. That's great advice. In front of a chat with 200 and some fucking people, you tell me that's not a good look on me, but you'll sit in chats with the wrench, with Rex, who's calling people faggots and drunks and talking about it. But that's not a bad look on him. So I don't understand hypocrisy, but I see it everywhere. I thought Eritrea was going to be a ride or die person for me. So, but she wants to call me, get up on Wendy's panel, call me out in front of all these people when she could have just, as a friend, messaged me and said, hey, I don't think that's cool. But I know the YouTube game, Eritrea. I know how it works. No hate. Just, So I hone in on people that I think are cool and they turn out to be shit. And then sometimes I hone in on people that I think are shit and they turn out to be really cool. Like Molly. Like Irish Gal. I fought with Irish Gal. Lots of people that I thought were shit turned out to be good. And almost all the people on here that I thought were good turned to be shit. I used to respect Diane and Wendy. Now I see how fake and fucked up they are. I used to like Randy. Randy is a gold digger, troublemaker. That's all she is. Liar. Gold digger. Gold digging off her own fucking husband. He's had the same job since her birth. You can look at the two of them. Can you imagine them two having sex? No wonder she's fucking with full-on drama. Randy's an idiot. I don't like her. I never have liked her. I liked her for about 10 minutes. Till I seen what a scamming piece of shit she is. She's a fucking liar. She's trying to go at me about being racist, right? She needed to call me up about being racist, right? Because I threw some watermelons. She didn't go after nobody else, though. But I told her one time about the watermelons. If anybody remembers this live, where I threw watermelons and Hello Starlights and we were all laughing. We were talking about John. And I wasn't the only one that threw watermelons. But Randy's like, you're throwing watermelons. What are you doing up there? And I said, look, it's just a fucking fruit. Blah, 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 blah. Full on dramas around. It's just a fruit. Blah, blah. Doesn't make me a racist. Blah, blah, blah. And I said, I threw watermelons at Mandy Bell too. Does that make me a racist? Randy's answer, yes. I said, well, I drink white milk, eat white bread, and eat white rice. Does that make me a racist? Randy's answer, yes. And I said, well, what about John saying that 180 was so white he was almost transparent? What about John saying, calling him Casper and saying that on his birth certificate under mother, it said mother of pearl? Was that racist? She said, no. Black folks can't be racist. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Any race that doesn't like another race is racist. There are black folks on here that do not like white people. John Crimes is one of them. Hello, Cement Shoes. John Crimes is also a fucking liar. He's a liar. But anyways, I just wanted to come on and speak up for Adrian. And I'm going to go back over to watch Diane's last live. So since we are going to evaluate Adrian, who isn't a YouTuber, and people are speaking about, I think we can evaluate Bob too, right? Because his wife is on here talking about somebody else's husband, right? Maybe we should talk about Bob too. And remember, there's nothing off limits now. Doxing is not off limits. Thank you, Burnt Toast. Thank you, Burnt Toast. Doxing is it's cool to put up somebody's criminal record. The Burnt Toast is cool. I got nothing against her. Adrian is a nice guy. I wonder how many books Bob wrote. Doxing's not off limits, calling people retards, crackheads, talking about people's families. None of that's off limits now. None of it's off limits now, Diane. Patchen. None of it's off limits. None of it. You crusty pussy having nasty bitch, you. Nothing. Yeah, FOD is around somewhere, but they just aren't bothering anybody. So Diane's back and able to scam as much as she wants to. She still has her little supporters. So Charles Manson is dead, and he still has supporters. Duh. And telling somebody change their number isn't going to work. Addresses work just fine. I want to know what about Bob. I'm going to find out. Bye.